It did. It's back up. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it's being the way that it's being right now. It's because I called somebody out. That's what it is. We are on the gate right now. I'm gonna have this up right here just to make sure that I got it going right. Gate's about to drop. Let's follow. Switch off the line. No, let's follow. Sober, the man putting it down. He's in the back. Sensor didn't get a start. And they're off. Who's getting that whole shot? It looks like Brody's getting the whole shot. Let's find Brody on here. There we go. Brody goes down. JD's going to take the spot from him. And who's that? Skizzy following up behind him. Skizzy having a little bit of a trouble going through there as we go into this triple section. And JD makes it through clean. Followed up by Brody. Skyler. And that's Switch and Skizzy that make the pass on them. Followed up by Chris, who goes down at the end of the triple section. Let's go take a look at our leader here. It's going to be very, very close. It looks like 10 minutes plus 2. As JD leads. I can't tell if that was the first lap or the second lap. These guys are going to be going very fast. Already back into that triple and lapping riders. So this is where it's going to get fun, is where you get into lap traffic. And there's nothing but lap traffic on this, no matter who you are. And JD's just sending it through right now. JD's already up to, looks like 3.3 seconds of a lead. Just a minute and a half into this race. Narrowly avoids that lap rider. Take a look back here at Brody, who's getting into the whoops right now. Followed up by Skizzy, who just died trying to go through them. And is that going to allow Optimus to get past? It is. Optimus makes the pass. That's the lap rider in the back. Followed up by Skizzy. Followed up by Newt, who still isn't even at the finish line yet. Truski, LeBlanc Racing. Beverage. Skyler, who's right behind Beverage. Chris Crandall. Somebody just died there. I couldn't tell who that was. Drake, J.M. Giles. Sober. Sober's taking up a job as the flag boss, making sure everybody's staying in the right spot here. What up by Mando? And am I seeing things? Did Optimus overtake JD? Skizzy went down. That might give Optimus a chance to catch up to him. Oh, Skizzy's already passed. Or Optimus has already passed. I'm sorry. Just gonna let Skizzy and JD get into it. Oh, JD makes the pass. Skizzy goes down. And JD having some issues through that section. Beverage is gonna get back on that lap. Or gain that little bit of time back, but the problem that we're having is there's races all over right now. It's just, you can't tell it because by the time the timings update, they're already done battling. And Optimus out to a big lead here. Already up to 8.5 seconds. Switch, I was about to log and see if him and Skizzy are getting into it. Switch goes down, actually, which is going to let Skizzy catch up to him. As Switch is trying to battle out through lapped riders right now. And Skizzy's right in there. Skizzy gives it to Switch, lands on his back tire and makes him to go down. Skizzy ends up casing the finish line jump. Meanwhile, I can't talk today. That's the closest we've come to a battle so far. Brody back there with Switch now. And Brody having a bad time getting through it. And Newton comes through here. We got a three-way battle right now for fourth. As they try to pass through lapped riders at the same time as making the passes on each other. And that's actually going to affect, who is that, Brody? Yes, that is going to affect Brody. So it's Brody, Skizzy, and Switch. And Newt actually battling it out. And it looks like Newt and Switch get into it. Brody's going to make the pass. Well, after jumping right into the middle of them, they go down. They're all trying to share the same line there. Brody and Switch getting into it. It's just swapping up. And Skizzy, it looks like, got into the back of Brody. Was that Skizzy? Or was that Switch? I couldn't tell. Newt goes down. Brody's going to take it. Brody has solidified third place. I think there's a big enough of a gap back between him and fourth that he can kind of extend that out a little bit. That was a good little 3-4-way battle. Who's that? That's Optimus Prime. He was listed as first. He must have gone down. Where's JD at? Unless Optimus is just lapping riders. He is. Optimus has lapped all the way up to third place right now. That's insane. On this little track. Halfway through the race, first place has lapped the entire field except for second. And let's see how far back he is from second. Looks like half the track, as JD just went over the finish line. And here's our leader right now coming up to it. There he goes. He's not too far off of him. Oh, and we get some lappers going into it. Back behind. Brody and who is that? Mando getting into it. Skizzy back here fixing to get up into Mando, making the pass easy. Switch going down at the finish line. That's Drewski fixing to get passed up by Optimus. He's lapped back to 7th place. LeBlanc going down there. Skyler and Mando getting into it. And Mando is pushing into Skyler. Mando says, I know I'm a lapper, but I'm trying to get back up there. And Mando goes down. Take a look at who else we got back here. We got LeBlanc, who looks like he's right behind Skyler right there. See if he can make the catch up. Beverage right behind LeBlanc. That's not too far off. Meanwhile, the gap is growing. I think Optimus might be making a move on JD here in just a second. He's right behind him right now. That's JD coming across the finish line right now. Optimus maybe 3 seconds behind him. The gap between Optimus and JD is literally the qualifying times that we saw getting put down just a few minutes ago. Optimus riding extremely smooth, as if he's the only one on the track. That's a different line, but that was very smooth. That might be why he's ahead, is just the line choice. There's a bunch of different lines you can take through here. And some of them are worth it, but some of them are kind of sketchy. Like that triple is obviously the line you want to take. It's the fastest line, but it's very difficult to time them right. I don't think that was the optimum line choice through there, but he made it through. Meanwhile, he's got Gile right here in front of him. And did he pass JD? Did I miss that? He did. He passed JD. Optimus has lapped the entire field. Find us a battle going on here. Brody and Newt. That's a battle we could watch. Brody's sending it, throwing Supermans off the finish line jump. He's being cocky right now. He's coming up to lappers, and he's got Newt right there behind him that could take that position very easily. Newt has made a mistake. Skizzy back there. Switch right behind him. Who does he get into? Was Beverage. Unfortunate, and he's still trying to battle it out with him right now. Oh, he cut him off there. Switched up on him on the inside. And there both riders go into that triple section. Optimus just making it look easy right now, putting on a clinic. And as he goes down, this is an opportunity for JD to catch back up and get his lap back, and Optimus is already back up and up to speed. He just doesn't even care. JD back there. Brody, third place, about to be lapped. No. Could possibly be lapped by second, which would be insane as JD powers by Mando there. Brody just up ahead of second right now, followed by Newt, Skizzy, Switch, Drewski, Beverage, Drake, LeBlanc, JM Guile, Chris, Skyler, Mando, and Sober, who is watching from the sidelines. Optimus trying to make a move on Newt there. That's insane. He's already lapped the entire field, and he's lapped... Right now, he's lapped all the way up to just behind fourth place. And he's still got one more lap to go. Let's follow our leader. We know he's won it. He's an entire lap up on the entire field all the way up to fourth. And I think he might be taking fourth here in just a second. Can he get there? No, he cannot. Optimus will take the win here. Followed by JD, who's right there. JD kind of stuck to him as soon as he got past. I'll give him credit there. Newt, in the meantime, making moves on Brody. Where is Brody at? I think Brody's ahead. But has cuts, maybe? It could be the cuts. Oh, man, and Newt trying to land it. Gets caught up in the down riders. He comes across the line, and there's Brody, was right behind him. And that is going to do it for Moto number 1. And there are your standings for Moto number 1. We have Optimus coming in first, followed up by JD in second, Newt in third, Brody in fourth, Skizzy in fifth, Switch in sixth, Drewski in seventh, Beverage in eighth, Drake in ninth, LeBlanc in 10th. And that's going to be your top 10, followed up by JM Guile in 11th, Chris Crandall in 12th, Skylar Wallace in 13th, Mando in 14th. This is going to make Moto number 2 pretty interesting, because now everybody knows I've got to get a good start off the gate. Once this guy gets going, I've got to stick to him, so that's going to be something for JD for us to watch with him. JD's going to have to step it up, not let him get away. Jeez. And now we're going to take a little bit of a break, I think. Make sure that everybody's here. And we're probably going to hop right back into it. As always, got to look through the trash talk from the race time. The trash talk is probably what makes this game the most fun. Like, let's be honest here. With that said, let's put the trash. Let's see if anybody says anything else. We'll hang on for just one more minute. Everybody get their talk out. We still got a couple minutes until the gates get ready to drop. What we'll do this time, we'll actually go into free roam for a minute. And I want to get onto Optimus because he was our leader this last go around. Here we go. Moto number 2 starts right now. Who's going to get the whole shot? It's not going to be Optimus this time. I believe that was JD. And it was. JD gets the whole shot. And Optimus having a rough start. Who do we have out front? It looks like Skylar's out front. No. Is he? Skylar goes over. I think JD's out in front right now. I don't know why it's showing Skylar. Oh, Switch just took it from him. Switch is our new leader. JD gets sideways, bucked in the air. Holds onto it. It still says Skylar's out front. Am I just not seeing something right? Just check for cuts. Skylar got a cut. Mando got a cut. I think Skylar might be our leader. No. Skylar got 3 for cutting. He might have missed some of the track, and that might be why it's showing him as in front. JD goes down. There we go. Switch now being shown as out front. That's what I was thinking. And it shows Skylar is right behind him. Skylar, I believe, is a section ahead of him. Skylar's coming up the whoops right now. And there's Twisted. So, yes, Skylar is out front. And down goes Switch. Can he hold on to it? No, he can't. Almost. And that's going to give JD a chance to pass him up. And it's neck and neck. JD makes a mistake through that rhythm, and that's going to let Switch keep a hold of it. Meanwhile, Skylar's out front just pushing it. Let's take a look at Optimus back here. Optimus caught up in some lap traffic and some other riders. Just mid-pack having a difficult time going through these rhythms. These rhythms are extremely short and very chopped up. You can see the rut developing in that corner over there. But if you don't time these just right, you come out of them just like that. That was a guy that lapped everybody last race. And right now, he's struggling back in 6th. I don't even know if he's still in 6th because it hasn't updated yet. But that's how difficult this track can be. Arenacross is a little bit smaller than Supercross for sure, but that doesn't make it easier. You can see the divot going through the whoops too. That doesn't mean that the whoops are mellowed out. It just means that when you go through them, there's more for your tire to hook on and kind of buck out, fishtail that back in. As we see Skylar just making his way through the field. Oh, and he goes down. You can see that rut, and somebody just launched it off of that rut. Skylar having some problems. JD right there. Can JD make a move right here? No, he can't. He's forced to double-double. But I think due to cuts, we might have Skylar out in the win. Or we might have JD out there. No, JD gets into him. And again, he's just riding in front of everybody. Nobody looks whenever they're getting up. And that doesn't matter because Skylar went down too. And JD will take the lead away from Skylar here. Can I go first person? I can, but it's not going to look good. You got to do a GoPro view. You can't actually go first person. And it's extremely choppy. Probably going to be laggy on stream. It's not too bad. Look at that rut. Wow. And there's the big line through there, is that quad. That's what we were looking at the beginning. Oh, and JD goes down. Is anybody close enough to take it back from him? Optimus is there, kind of. He's not quite close enough. Brody is behind them. So I think Optimus might have some cuts, but Switch is getting into it with Optimus right now. And he's having a difficult time through that section. Yeah, and there goes Switch. Now it says Brody's back out front. Brody is right behind JD. So cuts are going to play a part in this, like a very big part in this, because first and second are right next to each other. Third and fourth aren't too far off. Like, they're within one or two mistakes, just like that, of taking that position back. And as I say that, JD goes down. And I think Optimus might have gone down too. Yeah, Optimus went down too, so JD and Optimus still right there next to each other. Oh, and Optimus makes the move up the inside on JD, going into the whoops, but JD's going to have to drive. Can he take the inside from him? Oh, JD's going to absolutely fucking send him. Oh my god. JD just sends Optimus to the moon in that corner. We're gonna have to have a replay on that one. I think that was sending it there. There's Switch. There's 7th place. Oh no, and there's more going on. And JD is mad. JD is very mad. And Optimus back out there. JD did not get back out. He'd rather, I believe he typed something into chat, and we're not going to check that right now. But I think JD typed something into chat, and because he was typing instead of writing, that gave Optimus the opportunity to get back in front of him. No problem, Nick Nasty. That's what I'm here for. Optimus going through the triple section right now. Can he build enough of a lead? It looks like Beverage has had the time to pass by JD also. JD's extremely fast. Brody's coming up behind him too. JD's extremely quick, but you can't let that get to your head like that. As you see, Brody gets by JD. JD is trying to take everybody out with the block passes right now. Jesus. That definitely makes for some exciting racing. But unfortunately, it does also make for bad races for other riders, and it also makes for a bad race for you whenever that stuff doesn't work out in your favor. And JD goes down again. Let's take a look here, because it looks like Brody and Beverage are about to get into it. Brody's just ahead of Beverage. I think Cuts might be taking a place here. No, it finally updated. There we go. So Brody is ahead of Beverage here. So as they run right now, we have Optimus in first, Brody in second, Beverage in third. JD has retired from the race. Newton fifth, or fourth, I'm sorry. Skyler in fifth, Skizzy in sixth, Drake in seventh, Drewski in eighth, JM Guile in ninth, and Switch will round out top 10. Oh, and Switch is retired as well. Switch, Chris, and who's our other one was JD, have all three retired from the race. And the gap there between Brody and Beverage has grown a ton. Wow. Looks like Newt and Gile are getting into it. I believe Gile is lapped. Skyler, Skizzy, who's having an issue right now. Drake is going to make the pass on Skizzy. That's going to give him a position. We take a look at Drake. He has Brody right behind him trying to make the pass on him. And check that out. Drake gets out of the way for Brody. He says, I know I'm getting blue flagged. I'm going to give you that line, let you get through it. And those whoops are rough. You go down on the whoops and you just about have to push it through. And look at that. We just saw Brody pass him, and Optimus just passed the same person. He's not too far back on second place. Is he going to lap the entire field again? I think he could. I think there's a very good chance that we see him come through and lap everybody again. He's still got 30 seconds plus 2 laps. So there is a chance that he does lap everybody again. Brody isn't too far ahead. Brody's just one section. We can see Optimus in the background there. Just to show you, he just crossed the line. Optimus crossing the line right now. He's only a couple of seconds back. I'd say he's about 3 seconds back right now. And just to show you guys, let's take a look at this really quick. Optimus's best time was a 26.505. Brody was a 27. And Optimus just ran the best lap this last lap. That's Brody we see going over the line right now. Optimus right behind him. That time is just getting closer and closer and closer. Optimus just staying smooth. Didn't have a great start. He was back in the middle of the pack again. And somehow he made his way back out to the front and just turned the burners on. Oh, and Brody goes down. Optimus makes the pass. 1 lap to go. And Optimus has lapped the entire field. Coming up to the whoop section. 1 more section and 1 corner to go. Optimus making a mistake there, but that doesn't really matter. He could stop right here. And there it is, the backflip off the finish line. Secures a sweep for the preseason race here. If you guys don't know about these tracks, by the way, these tracks are awesome. So this is, Hearn Mills makes these. Or Hearn makes these. It's only $1 on MXB shop. And all of the money that goes into this track, every time you buy it, the money gets put right back in for privateers in real life to help support them and their dream of riding pro motocross. So if you guys haven't gotten one of these tracks yet, definitely go take a look at them. Go get them. Of course, they are going to be free at the end of the season whenever all the privateers are done. Hearn said he's going to put them on free for everybody to download, but don't wait for it to be free. Go out there, buy this track, support your privateers. We need more than just Jet Lawrence and Jet Lawrence winning these things, okay? Support your privateers. That's what happened. Who was that actually got picked up this season on the 450s on the was it the Kawasaki? God, I can't remember what his name was. That's a prime example. You get somebody out there that's fast and you can support them. That's the way to go. Let's get in here. Let's fuck around with the AM boys. I think we got some footage to review, boys. Rax says God JD is actually a hazard. I have to kind of agree with him on that one.
Yeah.
JD fucking completely Barry Bonds somebody out of the fucking stadium.
It was Rax, so I bombed him right after.
That was fucking hilarious.
Rhodes,
Yo, what's up?
are you still streaming? I can double hear you right now.
Yes, I am still streaming. I came in here to fuck with you guys while we were finishing it up.
I just want to make sure Beaver got clipped last time he did this shit.
What happened?
Beaver got clipped.
For what?
He was shit talking.
He hopped into Discord and was shit talking. He was still streaming.
Nah, man, I calls it like I sees it. Dude, JD sent somebody to the fucking moon, man, and then
Yeah,
he tried to take somebody else out, and they slammed on their brakes, and he missed the corner, and then he disconnected. That was a rough one, but that was a ton of fun. Sober, when's the next one? Next week?
The actual thing starts sometime soon, I think.
The round 1 of the actual series is September 20th.
September 20th. Okay, so we will be back September 20th on the Arenacross series. Definitely check out fuck. When's the 125 series? Wednesday is going to be the 125 series. That's going to be the one to watch next. Where are we racing the 125 is at?
Underground MX.
Underground MX. So tune in for that one. We'll be doing that. I will see you guys in the next one.